It was once said, good is the enemy of great. If all that you strive for is good enough, how will you ever achieve greatness? The efforts led to this. Every rep, every drill, all the work unseen will be worth it. Because right now, the eyes are on us.
Blow the check up, detonation, kill them one by one, final destination, top my destination, I got guardian angels all around it, that's deflector say, I'm a mother champion, this right here the anthem, I can't dap you without handstand, I don't know your dirty ass hands, I wake up to like 100 texts, championship team, but we can't cut the net, she all off in my jersey, looking underdressed, I'm finna buy this bitch a Honda CRX.
Good evening, Mustang Nation, and welcome back to Cheyenne High School for tonight's girls basketball matchup between your West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs and the Bismarck High Demons. I'm Tristan Murrock, joined alongside me is Dan the Man Wolfish, and tonight should be an interesting one. We got Bismarck coming in off of the state tourney run from last year, obviously losing the championship game to Davies, and Cheyenne coming in with some fresh new legs along with some past legs, and we'll hopefully see a good one here tonight.
Well, yeah, you know, it's the beginning of a season, Tristan. Everyone's excited. You know, hope is high for every team because no one has played yet, and it is just December 6th. So, you know, there's a long way to go. We're just at the start of this marathon. But, you know, I think each team is going to be looking to search for a little identity tonight. Bismarck, as you said, coming off an impressive run last year, but lost a lot of players to graduation. And so now a pretty young team, and I'm sure, you know, for Coach Bill Shetler, he's going to be wondering, you know, what exactly do we have? What are they going to look like? All of that sort of thing. And for Cheyenne, they lost the top scorer in Cheyenne history in Brenna Dick. And so while there's a lot of people back, you've got to find someone to replace that offense, and you figure out who's going to step up. And I think what complicates it a little bit, I know for Cheyenne, and talking with Coach Wingenbach before the game, and maybe true for Bismarck as well, state regulations say you have to have 9 days of practices. 9 days were yesterday. So you might have some people, and Cheyenne has a couple with some injuries and some people who missed a practice who aren't able to go tonight, so they're not going to be able to, you know, go with their normal group tonight, and that I don't know if that's the case for Bismarck as well, but it's the first game of the season. It's kind of that feeling out period of, you know, how are we going to play? What do we want to do? Who's going to show up big for us? Who's going to get some minutes? And that'll be always exciting and interesting to see when the season starts.
As we take a look at the Bismarck High Demons from last year, like you said, Dan, losing a lot of seniors last year. They went 12-4 in their conference, 19-8 overall. They had a really strong home advantage last year, going 9-1 at home, and they went 6-5 on the road. So their road is probably a little more tipsy than their home matches last year. BHS also shot most of their shooting from the right side last year as well. As we just take a look at the stats here from last year's first game when Cheyenne actually went out to Bismarck, and BHS beat the Mustangs 68-50. The Mustangs were up by 12 at halftime though. Taking a look at the shooting, BHS shooting about 80% from that right side, most of it coming from that outer edge of the three-point line. So we'll see if we see more of that tonight, or if we want to try and get into the paint more.
Well, and the three-point shot has changed every level of basketball, and high school is no different. You know, there is, I think, certainly a time and place to shoot the three, especially if you're proficient at it. You know, I guess I'm a little old school in that regard, where I would preach like the three but love the rim. Get to the rim more often than not, and good things seem to happen. But analytics would tell you shooting that three is a difference maker, and you know, that's something that for Cheyenne last year, they struggled for consistency with that. And finding someone who could routinely, you know, on the coaching staff at Cheyenne is Olivia Manson. That was a player that when she played, you knew she was going to knock down a few threes every night and keep a defense honest. And last year, Cheyenne struggled to be consistent with that. And first game of the year, you're not sure what you're going to get, but you're hoping that you find someone who's going to have the hot hand tonight, maybe bury a couple threes, spread that Bismarck defense out a little bit, make them come out and guard you, and that should open up some lanes to drive to the basket.
Another thing I was taking a look at really quick, Dan, before the game was Cora Metcalf has a decent height advantage tonight. No players really on the Bismarck roster passing 5'11".
Well, you know, I was down at court level when warm-up started, and that was one thing that stuck out to me right away. All of the Bismarck girls seem to be cut from the same mold. They're all about the same size, same height, and that can work to your advantage if you play a pressure game. If your girls are quick, if they're athletic, that can mean trouble for a different team when you're playing defense. But, you know, let's be honest, Cora Metcalf is 6'4" every day when she gets out of bed. You can't coach that. And so you're right, with Maya Blado tonight, Cheyenne should definitely have a height advantage. Will that be a difference maker in the game? That's something we're going to have to wait and see.
I know another thing you touched on too was losing Brenna Dick. Brenna Dick carrying the point streak for the Mustangs last time out in Bismarck. She got 24 points in that game out of the 58, I believe I said, or the 50 I said they scored. So we'll see how this one goes tonight.
Yeah, you got to find production from someone else, and that's going to be a challenge for Cheyenne tonight.
So we'll take a quick break for anthem and player introductions and be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I work at Marvin. When I first started at Marvin, I was a production associate, and I was shocked at how bright the floor was, how clean it was. It can be a very fast-paced environment, but it can also be very fun. I feel great about the growth opportunities at Marvin, especially because I started as a production associate and then worked my way into being an HR coordinator. If you're interested in working in manufacturing or you've never worked in a manufacturing environment before, I would definitely say come try it out. It might surprise you. It can be very fun and rewarding.
Welcome back, everyone. So, Tristan, as we look at this matchup here tonight, you know, the preseason rankings are out, and as we look at how those stand On the girls' side of the ledger this year, no shock, Minot is the #1 rated team preseason poll in the state, and that's the opponent for tomorrow afternoon for the Mustangs. And Minot has 2 Division I players, and Lily Bell and Megan Fricky. So, you know, there's some really good players there. Horace, probably not a surprise either, should be the strongest team in the East, is #2. Davies is 3, Mandan is 4, Legacy is 5, but receiving votes are both of these squads, Cheyenne and Bismarck. So you're not quite sure exactly what you're getting into as the season goes on, but both of these teams, both of these programs respected enough to earn some votes going into the first preseason poll. On the boys' side, Minot also ranked #1, followed by Davies, Bismarck High, Century, and West Fargo Cheyenne is rated #5. And receiving votes in the preseason poll were West Fargo High, Bismarck, Legacy, and Mandan on the boys' side.
So as we take a look at the girls' matches for tonight around the ADC and the WDA, Shanley is at Bismarck Lake. So I want to get into something here first really quick. This is kind of the time of the year where West crosses with East, and we have the one opening weekend where all the West teams are either coming out East or all the East teams are coming out West. For the boys, it's more of the East is going out to the West. You know, you got teams like Cheyenne, I believe. Horace is out there right now too, I think.
Yeah, and you know, at this time of year, before it used to be before Christmas, you had to start getting your EDC games in and WDA games. Now they've added the number of regular season games, and with 2-point games between teams, you see a lot more crossover. You get a chance to see some of those other teams from the other side of the state. And so both for girls and boys, really conference schedules don't really begin until after Christmas. So while the girls are hosting Bismarck and Minot today, the boys are out in Bismarck tonight and playing Minot tomorrow. And some early results just from around the state and the girls. Grand Forks Central defeated Dickinson. That was at Grand Forks, 68-56. Horace, the #2 team in the state, 69-47 over St. Mary's. That was at Horace High. Mandan leads Fargo North 45-29 with about 7 minutes left. Mandan rated #4. Williston beat South 75-43. Legacy #5 beat Shanley 64-47. And so we'll get you some updates on the boys' scores here and the girls' games that have not yet started as the broadcast progresses. The other girls' matches going on is this game, of course. Moorhead High is playing Jamestown, and Red River is playing East Grand Forks.
This is an early Mustang ball.
Yep. So Bismarck going to start in a man. And the shot clock, and they were looking at this before the game, Tristan, with some shot clock issues. Shot clock did not change off of 30, so hopefully this is just a temporary issue and not going to be something that we have throughout the game. And it's now it is back going. Running, so. Okay.
Fosher on the inside.
Great find by Metcalf. And Fosher finishing with that reverse layup.
So Colin Fosher getting us started here.
Yeah.
Cheyenne starting with Fosher, Zoe Keene, Abby Sebald, Liv Jung, and then Cora Metcalf. One thing, talking with Coach Wingenbach the last couple days, Cheyenne kind of, because of how things were set up, and that's a bad sign. Zoe Keene picks up her second foul less than a minute into the game, and that's going to send her to the bench. And that's not what Coach Wingenbach on a short bench wanted to see, and certainly not what Zoe Keene wanted this early into the first game of the year.
On top of the key. This will be a jump ball.
Tie up favoring the Mustangs here. So you see Bismarck in this pressure defense, this zone press, 2-2-1 to start. And that's a pretty common trait that you see among West teams, is they like to pressure the ball, try and speed teams up and make them struggle.
Down low to Fosher once again. Just misses that one. Demons coming back up.
If you play it right, you can get yourself a lot of good looks, but then you've got to finish on that end, and Fosher unable to. Good steal by Kendra Nickerson.
I believe that was Seavold actually on the steal. Fosher on the run.
Well, Fosher making it a point. She's taken all 3 Mustang shots so far tonight. Another good job, another steal for Nickerson.
Tempted to go for the Hail Mary there, kind of. Fell just short. 2 for the Demons there.
Nice job, good head fake by Cambry
Newmiller.
Newmiller. Got Fosher to commit on that pump fake.
Fosher all the way over. Metcalf down low. Almost collects there. Took a couple hops off the rim. That'll be
I think that's a good
on the Mustangs.
A good look inside for Metcalf. What I'd like to see is her not be fading away from the basket. We talked about the height advantage, the size advantage that Cheyenne possesses tonight. Go up strong to the basket and force Bismarck to either let you through or to foul you.
Drops down to the inside.
Oh, there's a travel. Yeah, she was shuffling her feet. Kind of a good job Metcalf had, was giving her resistance and then just kind of stepped away, and player not ready for it there.
Nickerson up to Fosher to Metcalf over to the point.
Liv Jung off on that.
That should be out.
Nice job. Kendra Nickerson doing a good job being active so far. Couple of steals and they're that just fighting for the ball, and it goes off of Bismarck.
Seavold finds Metcalf. Metcalf back to Fosher to the low point. Seavold with a 3.
Great ball movement. Good find by Jung there, finding Seavold on the outside. Quick 7-2 lead for the Mustangs.
On the outside, Jung. Metcalf finds Fosher going the other way.
Good ball movement by the Mustangs. That's going to get Seavold a
another
second chance and 2 threes in a row, and that's going to be a quick timeout for the Demons as Cheyenne comes out on fire with a quick 8-point lead, 10-2. We're going to step away. We'll be right back.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Welcome back, folks. Coming off of ad break, the Mustangs take a 10-2 lead off of 2 3-pointers in a row from Evie Seavold. And the Mustangs off to a hot start here, hoping to keep it going.
Well, we said outside shooting was an area that they weren't consistent last year. Seavold doing a good job so far. And then also finding scoring. It's been Seavold and Fosher collecting all the points so far for Cheyenne, and good job with some pressure D. Bismarck loses it out of bounds. We'll get away with that one.
This one gets to Fosher. Good job by Metcalf to find that loose ball there.
Seavold a little off balance there, but no call.
From long range there. Covered by Metcalf.
Good job,
Gets up to
good
Jung.
block.
Over to Fosher. No call.
And great Grace Newman on that one with the reach. Kind of little helter-skelter out there. Everyone kind of flying around as we see a couple hockey line shifts here. Multiple substitutes for both teams coming onto the floor.
Finds Fosher once again in the paint. Doesn't collect. Jung on the outside.
Good
Tried to
screen
get to
and roll.
Blado.
Nice move by Blado. Blado playing their first basketball action in a few years. Of course, standout volleyball player for the Mustangs, but decided to come back out for basketball this year. Played basketball in middle school, and again, brings height to the table.
Seavold out to Jung on the drive. Gets that one taken away.
Hard to dribble through that kind of traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Good job by
Good job
Blado
by the
coming over,
defense.
but just a shade late.
Izzy
as
Dahl.
Yeah, Izzy Dahl
Collects
can.
that one. This one
There's
finds
good
Fosher.
passing.
Fosher on the retry, doesn't collect. That'll be out on the Mustangs.
Two really good looks for Fosher. Those are the ones that you hope that you're going to be able to connect on. Great job of passing through the press that time by Cheyenne.
Tried for a three on that, just long. As this one will be collected by Blado down low there. This one gets up to Seavold, excuse me.
Oh, that was
stripped away.
telegraphed all the way, and there's Dahl again.
Izzy Dahl
yeah.
two more.
Cross-court passes like that, just those are too easy to read, and that was telegraphed the whole way.
Jung had that one tipped there. This finds Fosher once again out to Seavold with a three. Rims that one out. This is a deep pass. Connects, but
that was a good job. She forced Fosher to foul on that one. I think that was Taylor Mayer there. Got behind the defense, and a good recognition by Bismarck in transition, getting it deep. And Mayer draws the foul and goes to the line for two.
First one's just short.
So this is a short timeout here by Coach Wingenbach. And I see Zoe Keen's coming back onto the floor. I'm sure there was a long talk there about you got to be smart. You can't pick up a third foul here before halftime, because the third foul is going to send her to the bench, I would guess, until the second half. So, you know, trying to play smart out there. Cheyenne's done a decent job, I think, Tristan, of handling the press. They've passed their way through and gotten some good looks. They haven't been able to cash those in every time, but they've gotten the looks that they want.
10-6 Mustang lead here. Coming off the short timeout by Coach Wingenbach. You know, and like you said, Dan, Zoe Keen picking up those two fouls early on is really,
well, that's
really
your point
puts them
guard.
in a dangerous situation, especially with her being the PG for tonight.
And a team that likes to press you, that puts a lot of heat on the rest of the players, and they did a nice job, but 12 minutes is going to be a long time for Zoe Keen to go without fouling.
And like you said, that definitely would put her into the second half at least.
Oh, yeah.
Where Keen will take this up, get to Metcalf.
So Keen's going to set up here.
To Blado. Metcalf, I believe that was a two.
That was a three.
Collect the three.
That's one thing Cora Metcalf can do, is hit if you give her the time to set up. And there's another travel.
There's another travel.
Opal Sorensen just struggling, knowing the size that she's giving up to Cora Metcalf. You know, she's been trying to attack Cora and make her defend, but that's a couple times now that she has traveled in that position.
Like we said, that height advantage definitely coming into play tonight, as none of the Demons pass 6 foot, I believe. And Cora Metcalf's at 6'4".
Good job by Cheyenne. Oh,
Long range.
another 3 by Seavold. Or I'm sorry, that was
Staub.
Sabrina Staben. Good job by Dahl. Good. Got around Staub. Got a good look from about 8 feet. Just can't cash in on that.
Seems to be the common name call right now is Lizzie Dahl, excuse me, on the Demons side, as Blado finds
Good
Metcalf
pass.
in the paint.
It's a really
Doesn't
good pass,
collect.
and that you can't complain about that look.
This one's kept on the outside, trying to set something up.
Going to get Staub on that one, on the body with the push, as she was going for the steal there. I was going to mention earlier, Tristan, you know, as I had said, I talked to Coach Wingenbach a little bit. A lot of zone that they had to play last year just because of their personnel, something he does not like to do. He's a West guy, and they like to play man-to-man. Good job
Blocked
by Metcalf. But he wants to do a lot more man this year, and so far they're holding up just fine.
Nickerson almost went up right there. Blado from long range collects.
And that's, if you can move the ball like that consistently, swing the ball and make that defense react and try and keep up with it, it's just impossible. And then when you're knocking down shots to boot, that's the 4-3 tonight for the Mustangs, and they have that 9-point lead. Good take right there. Good pump fake by Newmiller.
Zoe Kane intended for Nickerson there, just a little too high, I believe.
Well, and
kind of
that's what that press is meant to do,
Yep.
speed you up, force you into quick decisions. You've just got to really keep your patience. I know in the back of your head, you know you don't want a 10-second violation, but there's nothing wrong with going 8-9 seconds to get the ball across half court each time. That still leaves you 20 on the shot clock to make something happen.
Jung on the far side.
Seavold there.
That'll be out on the
Saw
Mustangs
Seavold,
there.
yeah. She followed her shot, but just knocked it out of bounds.
The Demons get another chance here, staying in this one. As the Mustangs have knocked down 4 threes now.
Good backdoor cut there.
That'll be a jump ball.
Pretty well defended by Nickerson. She hung with her. It was open for just a second, but Kendra getting down on the floor, going after it, ties it up, forces the jump.
Drive to the inside.
I think they're going to get Jung on that one. Yeah, Jung on that one.
I believe that's Sorensen at the line.
Yeah. I think that's Mayer. Hard to tell with the black numbers.
Oh, nope, you're right, it is Mayer.
Black numbers and then the long ponytails don't help.
Ponytails especially don't help. That's kind of, you know, one of those things with calling is, you know, when you're in a sport like girls basketball or girls hockey where the ponytails are down,
Yeah.
you can't see the numbers, it's tough. But like we always say, we're just two guys that show up, right, Wolf?
That's it. Grace Newman going to pick up that foul just a half second behind. She saw the pass coming, but just a half second slow, and she's going to get called for a foul. That's 5 team fouls now for Cheyenne, only the second on Bismarck, so Bismarck in good shape.
Jung finds Metcalf, intended for Fosher on the low. That one's blocked, and that'll be out on the Demons there.
Got to be better entry passes there. As that one gets poked away.
I believe that was Fetting trying to catch up to it.
Fortunately, Cheyenne retains. I think that, I was going to say the shot clock, there was no shot attempted, no change of possession, so the shot clock's adjusted for that.
Fosher for 3. Doesn't connect, gets to Nickerson, back down low to Seavold, and she'll be sent to the line.
You know, Kendra Nickerson not showing up in the box score as far as scoring tonight, but doing a really nice job on both ends of the floor, defensively and offensively, collecting some rebounds, some steals. That was a good pass there to Seavold in a lot of traffic, sending Seavold to the line. As Metcalf's going to leave and Blado back in for the Mustangs. Newmiller up top. That's Reagan Newmiller, number 20. There you go. The 3 there for Reagan Newmiller. And that lead is down to 3, and good job defensively. Once again, Kendra Nickerson fighting for the ball. And they're going to get her on a travel as she was fighting for that. Or is,
believe they
they got Reagan Newmiller on that foul. So that's 4 now for Bismarck.
Nickerson intended for Seavold, and that'll...
Mayor's going to pick that one up.
That was some pretty heavy contact there. She was coming down on top of her.
Again,
and
Bismarck is seeing those. And Cheyenne so far fortunate that it's just been fouls committed by Bismarck on those, but they're throwing dangerous passes out there. There's a good job.
Jung to Fosher. Fosher on the drive.
Tough pass, just too low for Blado.
Intercepted, they'll come the other way. Fetting puts one up, doesn't collect. As great job by Keene there to keep that one in, as this one finds Blado all the way over to Jung. Jung kind of takes an awkward shot right there, mid-range shot.
I think trying to get into the flow of things. Probably didn't need that one.
See Fetting said something up here.
Reagan Newmiller down, now Mayer along the baseline. Be careful, Zoe Keene pokes it away.
So it'll be a Bismarck ball with 2 subs coming back in. So Izzy Dahl and Luther will come back, or Izzy Dahl and Caitlin Luther will come back in, excuse me. I believe Caitlin Luther first time playing.
Great job by Fosher anticipating that. No numbers here.
It's the Blado.
Good look, good ball movement. Nice job by Maya Blado recognizing Fosher open at the elbow.
Fetting tries to send something up here. Good job on the drive there.
Really nice job by Luther setting up Blado, getting her to commit in one direction, and then the spin moving right down the middle of the lane.
Wide open for Seavold. Keene on the rebound, gets to Jung. Gets down low to Blado, and that one will be swatted away.
Reagan Newmiller, I think, on that.
34. Jordan Rude.
That was Rude on that one. So Rude giving up a couple of inches to Blado, but
on Seavold. I believe
Yeah.
that was tipped.
It was. It's that fine line between shooting that open three and trying to force things. Good hesitation there by Dahl. Kicks it out, and that's a good cash in there.
By Newmiller. Gets the jump for three, and that's just a little rushed, I think.
That's not what you want to get into as a track meet here with this team. You know, you don't need to shoot with 23 seconds left on the shot clock. I think Cheyenne can get better looks than that if they take their time. Great drive there. No call.
Gets all the way up
as
to
Root hits
Seavold.
the ground.
Just misses the short range two there, as this will be setting something up
There's
from
Dahl.
long range from Dahl. And Jung gets that one poked away, as we'll have a Mustang ball here as Metcalf comes back in for Jung. Nickerson will also come back in for Blado.
Dangerous pass again. And then you have that player behind you.
Metcalf caught up to that one.
Yeah, but she's stuck in the corner. These are the things that early in the year that you're going to have trouble with. Good handles there by Zoe Keene as she goes behind the back. She draws a foul. That's the 6th team foul on Bismarck, but the 3rd foul.
I believe that's like the 5th for Keene, or the 3rd for Keene.
No, that wasn't on Keene. That was on Grace Newman. So that's 3 on Newman. Bismarck going to let her play. Off-kilter shot there by Seavold. She was off balance. Deep 3.
Doesn't connect, and that'll be a jump ball, and should be a Demons ball if I had to guess. Nope.
They're saying it's Cheyenne. They must be behind on the possession, or we'll see if they switch it after the inbound. There they go. Now they got it back right. Okay, you broke the press. You don't need. Little miscommunication. There's Nickerson going for Metcalf at the elbow.
This will be Dahl on the inside, and that'll be a double dribble. So
Seavold on her back, but just,
Izzy Dahl collecting the double dribble there. Get a Mustang ball. As Nickerson takes one.
Well, Zoe King going to sit down. He got about good 8 minutes out of that. I don't know if we'll see her again here. She's going to, looks like, get away with just those 2 fouls in the first minute.
That's Luther trying to set something up there. It's
Mayer.
out, and
I think that's when it's going to go off Newmiller.
Mustang ball going off of Newmiller there. Seavold gets this one back in. Nickerson from her own end, 2 on her. So the Demons applying pressure right now, as we see Fosher kind of off balance there. Maybe takes a little shove down low there.
Fettig out to Dahl.
Wide. Open for Dahl. Fosher collects, gets to Nickerson. Over to Seavold, and Seavold just sends that.
kick there by Reagan Newmiller. That's going to bring Camry Newmiller back, and Dahl's going to sit down.
Seabold finds
There's a
Nickerson
good
and Metcalf down low. Just a little hard on that one. And that one will be knocked away.
Good
by
active
Seabold
hands
there.
by Seabold. Pokes it out of bounds. Good job by Nickerson again defensively.
Rude sends that one up north to Canada. We'll get another Mustang ball. No scoring in virtually the past couple minutes here, in all honesty, Wolf, as we see Fosher on the inside.
She goes down. This is a 2-on-2. Good hustle back by Seabold, and then takes it away. Little Euro step there, and she's going to go to the line for 2. So good hustle there by Seabold. First getting back on D, putting pressure on, getting the steal, and then pushing it back up floor in transition and getting to the line.
So Seabold collects her first one. We'll have a second coming as the Mustangs regain their lead 20-19 after the first.
Good hustle by Metcalf to track that down.
Seabold drives to the inside, layup, collects as it's 22-19 now. We'll see Fetting set something up here once again. This one gets out, it's kept out. It's
Luther with the drive, good move around, and she's going to get the foul on Metcalf.
Luther collects her first one. So like we talked about, Dan, this is definitely a close game, not out of the hands of anyone yet.
No, it's been tight, and you know, for Coach, that was not
communicated. It's Jung
it's just, I think, too often Cheyenne players, you can see they struggle with the good hustle by Metcalf there. They struggle with the pressure, and they are in such a hurry to get rid of the ball, and they're not assessing the situation beforehand, and Bismarck knows that's coming, so Bismarck's just reacting. That was a good job by Metcalf and a good look for Zoe Keene, just in and out on that.
Miller trying to get
good
down
job
low.
by Keene, straight up, good backdoor cut. Ooh. Almost a finish by Newmiller. Or by Luther, sorry, and then that one's going to go out of bounds off of Jung.
So Mayer will find Fetting. Mayer goes back out to Luther, I believe, on the far side. And that'll be collected by Jordan Rude.
Rude, I don't know if she called the bank on that. There's another Fetting
First lead
steal.
of the night. First lead of the night for the Demons here as Fetting.
They're just going to say no call on that.
Call.
A lot of contact, but ref said it was incidental and not necessarily caused by anyone. And
So
again,
that one will be
that is
pushed
driving Coach Wingenbach crazy, as Fettig's going to get fouled there. I think that was Fosher that picked that one up, yeah.
So Fetting will go to the line, for the first time tonight. Seabold will come back in.
Well,
for Guido.
Seabald's back in to try and handle this press. Cheyenne's turned it over about 3 consecutive times here as Fettig collects on the second, so they're up by 2.
Jung will take this one up herself. She tries to. I thought that was almost intended for Fosher. But
well,
we
I
get a
think it
timeout.
was, and that's one of the, there's about 6 places on the floor that you never want to pick the ball up, and that's one of them. As we see Jung just crosses half court. Now she's got the line behind her. She can't go backwards. She picks up the dribble, and she's stuck in a corner now and with someone all over her. And I'm sure Coach Wingenbach is trying to remind his players that that is not how that they intend to play defense. Hey fans, North Dakota State University offers a different kind of education. Classroom knowledge comes to life through hands-on experience, which sets students apart and prepares them for successful lives and careers. The best way to learn about NDSU is to take a tour. Schedule yours at ndsu.edu/visit. So tomorrow's opponent for the Mustangs is Minot High, the #1 ranked team in the preseason poll. They currently lead just before halftime. They lead the West Fargo Packers 48-25, and that Minot team is a handful for anybody that faces them.
So Seavold finds Keen here. Keen for 3, it collects.
Good open look for Zoe Keen, and that's going to be right at the buzzer. Just a few seconds left. Cheyenne converts, and they're going to head into the locker room up 25-24. I've got to think Coach Wingenbach feels okay about that, despite some troubles with the press and the pressure put on by Bismarck late in the first half. But Cheyenne sticking around with just a short bench, only going 8 deep tonight because of the lack of availability of some players, and they lead 25-24.
So that way we'll take a short break for halftime and be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I work at Marvin. When I first started at Marvin, I was a production associate, and I was shocked at how bright the floor was, how clean it was. It can be a very fast-paced environment, but it can also be very fun. I feel great about the growth opportunities at Marvin, especially because I started as a production associate and then worked my way into being an HR coordinator. If you're interested in working in manufacturing or you've never worked in a manufacturing environment before, I would definitely say come try it out. It might surprise you. It can be very fun and rewarding.
I'm Kylie, and I work at Marvin. The training I received when starting at Marvin was very in-depth. When I moved to Marvin's new facility in Fargo, I was kind of nervous about the new machines that I was going to have to be working with, but I was also very excited because this robot that I get to work with is the coolest thing I've ever done. I love the people that I work with. Belonging to Marvin feels like a second home, somewhere that you can just kind of go to, not super stressful, you can enjoy your day and you can laugh. Come work with me at Marvin, we're an amazing team.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Manufacturing, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not sitting down, doing nothing, just flipping at a couple pieces of wood each day. We are building tomorrow's windows. We all know that each unit that we build makes a difference, not just for the customer, not just for the company, but for each other as well.
Touchmark is a place where you can really be yourself. It's a complete family atmosphere, from the residents to the team members to the community.
There is just such a homey feeling here.
The energy and the positivity, I think, is what's really important. You come in, you feel like you're part of a family, you're building a relationship, you're building friendships.
We feel very blessed to be here at Touchmark.
It's incredibly important to create that family atmosphere, which is what Touchmark really values.
I'm Kyle, and I'm a trainer at Marvin. I work on the night shifts because it works with my schedule. When I first started at Marvin, I started in the forklift department. I was there for 3 months, and I saw an opportunity for a new position. I've never been at a company that has made me feel like they actually do care about my career and my career development. I've just had jobs in the past, and I really feel like this is the first time I'm actually in a career. Come join me on the evening shift at Marvin. It's a great team, and you'll have a lot of fun.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Hi, I'm Christian and I work at Marvin. My military background is the basis of who I am. I was looking for something to help me be the Marine who wasn't a Marine anymore. Belonging to Marvin feels like I'm part of something. I know that being with Marvin means I'm making a difference in every homeowner's life because of the windows, skylights, and doors that I'm helping to build. Come work with me at Marvin. I think you'll enjoy it.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life, right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I work at Marvin. When I first started at Marvin, I was a production associate, and I was shocked at how bright the floor was, how clean it was. It can be a very fast-paced environment, but it can also be very fun. I feel great about the growth opportunities at Marvin, especially because I started as a production associate and then worked my way into being an HR coordinator. If you're interested in working in manufacturing or you've never worked in a manufacturing environment before, I would definitely say come try it out. It might surprise you. It can be very fun and rewarding.
Touchmark at Harwood Groves is located in South Fargo, North Dakota, on a 14-acre garden-like setting, and we have everything from cottages to apartments, a health club, activities. We tend to take groups of residents out downtown, which is just a very vibrant and growing community. The easiest way I can say it is we are going to treat our residents the way that we would treat our best friends. That's what it feels like, and that's what I love about my job. It feels like a family.
Hi, I'm Micah and I work at Marvin. I've been in the military for 8 years. I was a preventive medicine technician in the U.S. Navy, and so that translated over to working at Marvin and how can safety help make Marvin a better company. The culture working at Marvin is probably the best one I've worked with other than being in the military. Working together and caring about each other. You feel like you're part of the family at Marvin. Come work with me at Marvin. It's a great place to work.
Fans, we'd like to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Essentia Health. Essentia Health, the premier sponsor for your Cheyenne Mustangs. Care close to home.
As we look around the state, Tristan, with some boys scores now. Bismarck High, number 3 team in the state, leading our Mustangs 56-26 near the end of the first half. Legacy at halftime, leading Shanley 38-30. Horace leading St. Mary's at halftime, 39-29. Dickinson leading Central at halftime, 51-27. Good one over at West Fargo High tonight. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Minot 23, number 1 team in the state, receiving votes. West Fargo 22. South leads Williston 33-28 near the end of the first half.
So a lot of action on opening weekend as you see Mr. Bear Reed coming off the state championship win on your screen there. Working clock tonight for this girls basketball matchup.
No one can dunk. We should do. Ooh, we have. I was gonna say,
Well, we'll see what each team did for adjustments here as we start the second half.
This one sent out to Rude. Rude gets around Seville, or excuse me. Seville, excuse me. Sorry.
Good job, good deep offensive rebound by Fosher. It's going to be tipped out by Bismarck, so baseline out of bounds for Cheyenne here.
Metcalf wide open 3. Hits the back of the rim.
Good box out there by Newmiller.
Taken the other way.
Deep 3 there.
3 for Rude. Gets to Jung. Jung on the rush.
Good decision by Zoe Keene here to set things up. There's a good cut by Liv Jung.
There we go.
Good cut from the far side. Get her involved. Good pass, good cut, good finish. That's what Cheyenne needs to do more of. They get sped up and they're taking some quick shots. They can get to a spot where they can set up their offense, and there's a jump ball that'll go to Cheyenne.
That was Rude missing that way up a little short there.
Good quality speaker, the boosters. I can find a good quality
This one gets to Fosher.
No.
Fosher, dangerous pass. Almost got to Jung.
Was not needed. It wasn't a wide open pass. Again, nothing wrong with slowing it down, setting up,
Okay, and then also, have
seeing what you can find.
Fetting finds Root on the outside, doesn't collect. And
That's
that
off
one
Jung's foot.
will be off of Jung's foot, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's how it looked from up here. One ref deferring to the other, and Nickerson's going to be in.
Like every club, or do you want me to?
Mayer finds Fetting.
Or sports specifically?
Fetting taking some time to set things up here, gets to Rude. Finds Mayer on the inside
Nice
and collects. Good move there by Taylor Mayer. Nickerson finds Keen. Gets it back
Good
to her.
patience.
And Fosher's pass was just tipped there as this collects to Fetting, and she's not able to finish it, but we'll get Seavold sends one just short. Nickerson, Seavold down low, still doesn't collect, and that one's laid off a little bit. And then
they're going to get Seavold on reach there. Plato going to replace Fosher.
This one gets out to Mayer.
That one's off by Newman.
That was Newman taking a three there. Just couldn't connect. Zoe Keen will
thrown away, good pass, good bounce pass. So Cheyenne got lucky there.
Metcalf will find Nickerson up to Seavold, and that one finish out, but I don't think she's going to get it.
No, there's a foul on the floor. Cheyenne very fortunate that Reagan Newmiller couldn't finish on that first one.
So Johnner will see some playing time here for the Demons. As that's a deep three from center.
Mayer
kind of mid-range, puts it a
they're
little
going to
short.
get Newmiller on the back of Metcalf there. And I think Nickerson got scratched there or something, a little blood comes out, Staub in. As the trainer tends to
That one is stolen. That was number 15, that was Newmiller.
I think that's going to be Metcalf there on the arm. Cheyenne just from about the last 5 minutes of the first half continues to struggle with the pressure from Bismarck High. They're getting away with it at this point.
Metcalf takes a free throw and drains one there. So Mustangs will go up 29-26 here.
Nice up and under move by Sorensen, just couldn't connect with it.
Staub finds Metcalf.
Good
Down
job.
low, Plato collects.
Good job in transition that time by Cheyenne, moving the ball, running the floor, pays off, and a 5-point lead for Cheyenne. We're going to step away. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I work at Marvin. So my team implements technology in manufacturing, so I quickly became really impressed with manufacturing as a setting for engineering. For an engineer, it's kind of a playground. Here at Marvin, specifically in the signature group like we are in Grafton, it is high volume, high option, meaning you have to make a lot of product, but it's always different. I never expected finding a great job like this kind of out here in a small town. Come work at Marvin. It's a great place to work.
Welcome back, folks, as the Mustangs take a 31-26 lead here over BHS, the Bismarck High Demons.
Like 2016.
Spedding got that one over.
Cheyenne
Gets back
switching
to
to a
her.
little zone look here, see if they can confuse Bismarck a little bit. Reach there by Staub on the floor. On the drive. That's Staub's third. Dahl, a whirling dervish in there. Or I'm sorry, that was John, or just kind of all over the place, but
Miller tried to go up and under there. Just couldn't collect. Keen wide open three. And that'll be a jump ball.
Going to
I believe
Bismarck.
it'll be a demon ball.
Yep.
That one just a little hard. That one coming from Rude, I believe.
Yep, good control by Blado.
Staub with a three, collects. Sabrina Staub with nothing but nylon.
There's travel out.
I believe that's Fetting? No.
I think that was Newmiller on that one. But Cheyenne has to be careful about biting on all those pump fakes out there. Just get out there and contest. Force Bismarck to make a few of those.
Gets a Keen. Keen, like we talked about early on, picking up those two fouls within the first 5 minutes, I believe. As this one gets to Blado for a three.
Good job by
Just
Seawald
rimming out.
fighting in there.
Staub with a second attempt. Doesn't collect, and Metcalf tried to keep that alive and just couldn't, as she takes a hard dive there into the bench.
And she laughs. Yeah, she said, what happened there? Crowd appreciates the effort. Cora doesn't seem too worse for wear on that.
Spedding will take this one up for the Demons now. Hits to that far side. Partially open three. Collects.
Nice shot by Luther there.
Gets all the way and attempted for Blado. Tipped out by Luther, I believe.
Yep.
Coach Wingenbach caught that one on the fly.
Luther's going to pick up a foul on that. Probably unnecessary.
Who did that?
Coach Shetler probably not happy with that one.
And no, it wasn't.
Give and go.
It was very loud.
Fine
Out
stop.
Oh, sorry.
Seavold sends this one out to Jung. Jung on the drive. Eventually gets a Keen. Keen on the drive. Just short. This is a...
Blado got a piece of that shot there by Luther. This one getting a little wild again.
Keene just couldn't reach far enough for that one, as the Mustangs are up 34-29 here, about halfway through, little more than halfway through here in the second half. As that one will go nowhere as Jung intercepts that. Nickerson short side. Gets to Jung. Jung with a wide open three. Hits the front rim. Fought hard down low.
Luther takes it up against Blado. Blado's going to pick up a foul on that one and send Luther to the line.
Luther makes her first one. Puts the Mustangs lead down to 4. And she's got a second one coming here. Luther collects the second one. So Mustangs lead 34-31 now.
Grace Newman on for Luther.
Seavold finds Jung. Back to her. Finds Keene. Seavold on that far side, tried for the charge. Intended for Nickerson, just a little too high for the reach. As that one just miscommunicated there by the Maroon.
Delzer there with that cross-court pass. More in a general vicinity than anything else.
Jung finds Keene on the charge, kicks out. I believe that's Nickerson on the far side. Finds Fosher. Jung, open three, collects.
Good job
Blocked by
Keene
Keene.
hitting on that one.
Just couldn't hang on.
So Cheyenne going to try and give a little dose of pressure to the Demons. Is more for show than anything else.
Heavy charge.
Oh, that
right there. I believe that was Taylor Mayer.
They're going to get Fosher on that. It was a little delayed whistle there, but
Mayer at the line.
that's 3 for Fosher. Cheyenne, next one will put Bismarck at the line for the bonus.
So Mayer's first one misses, as she's got a second one coming here.
So with 10 minutes left in the half, Wingenbach going to put Metcalf back in to make sure Fosher's available at the end of the game.
Keene kicks to Metcalf, intercepted by Rude.
Good hustle
intercepted
by
Jung.
Oh, but
intercepted by Mayer.
Right
Mayer
to Mayer.
collects.
Mayer finishes there.
As that one's tipped and will be intercepted once more. And
oh boy,
Newman is gonna get.
Zoe Keene is gonna collect the foul on that, and she was moving, but kind of a little shoulder was put in on that one. Regardless, that's gonna be Zoe's third foul. I don't know that Coach Wingenbach can really afford to pull her off the court right now with the pressure coming from Bismarck High.
Newmiller at the line. Misses. As Keene.
And now she picks up the foul.
Be a foul on Newmiller, I believe.
Yep. And that's 5 for her. And a timeout for the Mustangs. So little unevenness here. They're going to get the replacement first. And now we will have the timeout from Cheyenne. full timeout. So with the full timeout, we're going to step away for a quick commercial. Come back, folks.
Touchmark is a place where you can really be yourself. It's a complete family atmosphere from the residents to the team members to the community.
There is just such a homey feeling here.
The energy and the positivity, I think, is what's really important. You come in, you feel like you're part of a family. You're building a relationship. You're building friendships.
We feel very blessed to be here at Touchmark.
It's incredibly important to create that family atmosphere, which is what Touchmark really values.
Fans, a quick update out in Bismarck. The Mustang boys basketball team went out to battle Demons in Bismarck. They trail 71-34 at the half as the girls
and their boys team plays this type of pressure defense that we're seeing from the girls team plus some. That's just how they play. So it's a lot of pressure as we see Metcalf collect on a three. So tough task for the Mustang boys to open the season.
This one's battled through, gets
Good
kicked
D by
out.
Seavold, just not biting on any of that. As Mayor's going to go to the hoop and with the left hand, can't connect.
Jung almost mishandled that one as this one gets to Seavold. Kicks out to Nickerson for three, just short. Almost just needed a little more arc on that one as just a pretty low shot.
Wow.
He battled through with the left hand.
Good job by Newmiller.
So Keene kicks out to Nickerson. That's a dangerous pass as we see the Demons come back the other way. I believe that is Newmiller.
It was Newmiller, and then she finds her sister.
This one battled through, Demon ball, and that one's intercepted by Keene. Not much you can really do in that situation when both of your girls are on their backs and trying to pass that out. Miller will bring this back up. Kicks out to the wing.
Good recognition, recovery by Keene on that one.
So Fosher is going to come back in for Seavold. It'll be a Demon ball here. This one kicks out. Good battle there for a quick second. Newmiller's got to get this off. And
good job
shot
defensively sequenced that time for the Mustangs with the first shot clock violation we've seen all night from either team. Good job by Cheyenne.
Nickerson
Hesitation
finds
by
Jung on the
Jung.
rush.
Good job. Little change of speed on that one. Jung gets downhill and scores the deuce.
This one fought through. Gets back out for a second try from the three, and that'll hit.
Yeah.
Top of the backboard.
Root had a good look and then had the look at the three, unable to connect on either.
as Keene gets her pass tipped away. Coming off the hands of Briar Johnner, I believe. This one gets stolen once more and collects for Luther. Keene kicks up to Metcalf. Intended for Nickerson. Nickerson on a break.
I don't know how that ball made it through, but it did. Good recovery by Bismarck there.
That Bismarck wall was kind of formed of three demons there, and you're right, Dan. I don't really know how that got through, but it did somehow as Jung finds Fosher down low, and Fosher just not able to finish that one out. Maybe a little contact there as Fetting just sends that one long, but collected and regrouped. And
good job that time by Jung. That should put her to the line for the bonus. That should be a I'm sorry, that was the 5th on Bismarck. Bismarck is in the bonus. Cheyenne has 7 team fouls, and that one's thrown away. And Coach Wingenbach's going to want to talk about that.
So the Mustangs lead the Demons 42-40. We'll take a short break and be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
What does it take to make fitness part of your lifestyle? It's intention. It's commitment. It's resilience. It's just who you are. You put in the time and effort to stay active. Our expert orthopedic and sports medicine providers also put in the time and effort to invest in new methods and treatments. Whatever you do to stay active, we are here to keep you moving. It's just who we are. Orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Welcome back, folks. A little missed action, not much going on besides.
Bismarck worked their way in, got a shot from up close, but Metcalf held her ground, which made it a tough angle. Out of bounds on Bismarck.
So Seavold finds Keene on the far side. Keene with the 3, collects. Zoe Keene with a long-range 3 right there. Collects and makes the Mustang lead up to 5. And that 3 will be just long, hits the back rim.
Mare on that one. Someone's got to go help Seavold.
Trying to make it out of there and just can't. I believe that was off of Fosher.
That's going to go off of, I thought it was off of Bismarck. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Fosher was pushing, but I think it was last touched by the Bismarck player in the scrum for the ball there.
Keene working her way up. Finds Seavold. Fosher on that far side. Fosher finds Metcalf down low. Metcalf intended for Keene, gets taken away by Fetting. And Fetting goes around the world a couple times and collects. Keene finds Metcalf once again. This is Seavold, hits the front rim.
Long rebound, good job for Jung.
Something we've kind of talked about, Wolf, is you just gotta slow down at this point.
Yeah.
I get that you're in a tight game, but take your time, make your shots type of thing.
Well, it's one of those, you recognize, look, we have the lead. There's 4 minutes left. The clock is is Cheyenne's friend right now. There's no need to force things or rush things. And that one's going to put Fosher to the line, as I think that was Reagan Newmiller picking up that one. That's her third. But that will send both teams now in the bonus, just the single bonus.
So Fosher will collect the first one. Got a second one coming here. As this one gets kicked out to Newmiller. Newmiller on the rush.
There's a travel there,
That'll be a travel.
Keene, good job of just holding her ground. And Newmiller with the travel kind of gets her legs caught up there.
So Seavold finds Keene down low. Fosher in the paint now.
Oh, and rejected by Mayer.
Kept alive. And that's kept in, and it should be
they're going to call foul on Metcalf there as they were fighting for the ball. Coach Wingenbach arguing that, not sure what they saw, and that's going to send Bismarck to the line, as these last 3.5 minutes are likely to be dominated by a lot of free throws with both teams in the bonus.
So taking a look at the upcoming schedule for the Mustangs, once again they have Minot High back here at Cheyenne High School tomorrow at 2. We will not be streaming that one, so hopefully you can make it out to that one yourself, as like we said, Minot kind of one of those titans from out west.
Number one team in the state, and right now they're leading the West Fargo Packers.
And Metcalf gets her pass taken away right there. Jung finds it, and that'll be a jump ball, and that'll, ooh. A little roughhousing there by Newmiller, Reagan Newmiller, that is.
So
And
the
that'll
Minot
send
girls
Jung.
defeated West Fargo 106-52 tonight. So they are a quality team, and so if you enjoy high school basketball, it'd be a good game for you to come out and get a look at. That's going to be fourth foul on Reagan Newmiller, as foul trouble is probably going to be an issue for both teams. They're going to have to be aware of that. And there they're going to get Seavold trying to go for that. Really good box out there. I think that was Rude, and had position, and Seavold went for it anyway, unable to pull that down. That's the 9th team foul on the Mustangs, so this is the last 1-and-1 opportunity for Bismarck. They'll be going to the line for the double bonus the rest of the way. And we've only gone 11 seconds since a couple of minutes ago, as there's a lot of action out here on the floor.
Wide open for Jung. Can't connect. So this is Rude taking it back the other way. Gets to, not quite, or that still was Rude.
No, Rude
Gets
to Mayer. Yeah. Newmiller inside to Rude. Good left-hand turnaround. And the lead's been trimmed to 1. Cheyenne has led most of the way. Just a couple of times that Bismarck has been able to take the lead tonight. And that one's thrown away.
Dangerous pass intercepted. And
ends up in the hands of Mayer, and she brings Bismarck ahead, 47-46.
Demons find their second lead of the night coming off of that one. As Keene will take this one, someone's got to go.
Yeah, no, Coach Wingenbach going to take a timeout there before anything else bad could happen.
So 2:25 left, 47-46 Demon lead. Dan, what's your play here?
Well, he's just trying to get them settled down. On that last inbounds, he had all 5 Mustangs below the volleyball line. It's just no one's because of this pressure, it speeds you up. It takes you out of your game. You're not thinking clearly. And then you're at a point where am I supposed to be? And I think that's what he's just reminding everyone that, hey, we have a plan for how we want to attack this. I don't think they're shocked to be seeing this pressure from Bismarck, but what they're not doing a good job of is remembering where they belong and what they should be doing. And they held the lead for most of the half, but now they've given that up, and with only just under 2.5 to go, it's going to be a dogfight the rest of the way. So every possession is amplified. You've got to take care of the ball. The last time down, they got a good look from Liv Jung. She couldn't connect on the three, but the wing three, there was nothing wrong with it. She was wide open. There's nothing wrong with that shot, but don't get sped up. Don't take an ill-advised quick shot. Work the ball around, see what you can get. You're going to get to the free throw line as both teams are in the bonus, so there's nothing wrong with pounding the ball inside to Metcalf, to Fosher, to someone like that, using your height advantage.
Seavold kicks this one out to Keene. Hopefully get something going here as they find themselves down for only the second time tonight. Seavold takes a three just off the back rim.
So now you need to stop defensively. You got to get in position. Reagan Newmiller going to pull it out, set it up. Good pass down inside.
Intended for Newmiller, gets out.
Luther out on the wing, takes the three and nails it.
Luther from Rude collects.
And there's
to Jung.
And that's a clean block. I think that was Rude there that got back on time. Able to block the shot from Jung on the wide open or the breakaway.
Keene finds Nickerson, gets low. Tipped out to Seavold. Finds Jung with a three.
And that one
doesn't collect, and that'll be over.
Out of bounds on that one. So now down to a minute and a half. Now Cheyenne has to come up and play an aggressive man-to-man. They have to try and get some steals here. See if they can force Bismarck into a bad pass.
This one's kicked out.
Now will Bismarck be smart about holding on to the ball and trying to get a quality look, as Jung's going to pick up the foul on that reach, and that's going to send Bismarck to the line for two. I think that's Luther that goes to the line to shoot the double bonus now.
So Luther misses her first one. Mustangs down by 4. Minute 14 left.
So Coach Wingenbach going for some shooters on the floor, a little quicker, smaller lineup here. Staub, who had a three in the first half.
And she makes her second.
And Bismarck's going to call timeout here and collect themselves and figure out how they want to attack this last minute 14. As Coach Wingenbach's going to talk to his team.
So Demons take a 51-46 lead. We'll take a short break and be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Hi, I'm Micah and I work at Marvin. I've been in the military for 8 years. I was a preventive medicine technician in the U.S. Navy, and so that translated over to working at Marvin and how can safety help make Marvin a better company. The culture working at Marvin is probably the best one I've worked with other than being in the military. Working together and caring about each other. You feel like you're part of the family at Marvin. Come work with me at Marvin. It's a great place to work.
Welcome back, folks. Minute 14 left here in this girls basketball matchup between North Cheyenne Mustangs and the Bismarck High Demons. The Demons lead the Mustangs 51-46 after quite the battle tonight, I would say myself, Wolf.
Yeah, it's been tightly contested, and again, first game of the season, I'm sure both coaches are seeing things that they think have gone really well for their team. and things that they would say, yeah, if I could, I would change, some things, the way we did some stuff, some decision making for our players. But they're just going to try and work this. Now Bismarck just pulling back, knowing that West Fargo is going to try and get some quick threes off.
Like you said, some shooters out on the floor as Seavold will collect a foul, will go to the line.
So she's still shooting the single bonus. This is the last single bonus as the Coach Wingenbach can do a little defensive substitution here and get Metcalf back on the floor for the defensive sequence.
So Seavold,
big free throw. You're going to have to make pretty much everything. You only have about 3 possessions left here, barring a steal.
Minute 3 to go.
Maybe only 2 possessions, so every shot is going to be super important as Seavold drains both.
Down by 3, the Demons trying to set something up here. Kicks out.
Smart by Reagan Newmiller by Luther, I think. No, that's Mayer to just slow things down. And they're going to get a foul on that one. That one's going to be Jung's 4th. That'll be a double bonus.
So the first one's good. Get Sabrina Staub back out for their shooter rotation.
Oh, good rebound by Reagan Newmiller. And she throws it off of Seavold's foot. Good heads up play. And with 45 seconds, now Metcalf going to come back on the floor for Staub.
Down by 4, BHS, 2 timeouts. Cheyenne has used all of theirs.
It's Reagan Newmiller alone in the corner. They're just going to play keep away and force Cheyenne to foul right now. And there, Keene picks up her 4th. But with 34 seconds left and a 4-point lead in a double bonus, this certainly has an advantage for Bismarck High. Staub's going to come back, and I think that might be Fettig coming back for Bismarck here after the first shot. It is good. Rude makes the front end of the double bonus. Now that's going to be a lane violation. Newmiller she got through for the offensive rebound last time. She was a little quick on the entry into the lane that time. So down 5, Cheyenne has to get a quick shot off. Does not have to be a 3, just needs to be a quick shot. And of course, Bismarck can try and slow him down. Fettig putting some pressure on Keene. There's a foul, and that's a double bonus situation as Newmiller picks up her 3rd.
Jung gets 2 here. So 53-48, 28 seconds left. Jung with 2.
Big free throws here because this does get you within 3.
There's the first one.
And this time Fosher coming on for the defensive substitution. You're going to have to go for a steal here because shot clock is off. Bismarck does not have to shoot. So you're going to have to foul them. The question is, how long do you wait as Jung misses the second? And there Reagan Newmiller finds the open. And Cambry Newmiller, and it goes off of Nickerson. So 16.6. Bismarck retains possession. And there's a foul by Keene, and that's going to be, I think, number 5 for Zoe. But you had to do it. Had to be done. Yeah, that's 5 on Keene. So Staub now going to come in for Zoe Keene. That's always a hard thing when you're the player with 4 fouls and you know you have to commit it and that's the end of your night, but it's what's best for the team.
So,
as Rude's made a lot of free throws down the stretch here. The lead up to 5 and only 15.5 on the clock.
Lead up to 5 and
that's
Jung just can't handle it.
And now that should do it. That's the dagger right there.
So
yep. And they get it right again to Rude. She's been the one who's gone to the line the majority of times. And that's 4 on Staub. Not that that matters at 12 seconds left, but this puts Rude back to the line for 2, already up 5.
Rude misses the first one.
Would have been a chance to extend this to a 3-possession game, but even as it is, chance is highly unlikely for Cheyenne here with the only 12 seconds left, as that's going to be a violation as she hasn't hit anything on that.
So we're just going to try and get this off as quick as possible if I had to guess. That one will be short, and that should do it.
Yeah, at 3.6, that does do it.
I don't think we're going to. So she'll make the first one.
First one
Got a
is
second
good there
coming.
for Luther. And Bismarck's just going to stand and not do anything because this one is over.
And that'll do it, as last one was close. A lot of people thought, but doesn't matter. So the Bismarck High Demons come out east, take a 55-49 victory. Dan, what were your thoughts?
Well, you know, it's the first game of the year, and it's hard for a team like Cheyenne when you're facing this pressure. You can't replicate it in practice, and it's your first game, and you're running on a little bit of a shorter bench than what you want. I think probably for both squads, they're going to look at film and say, you know, yeah, there's some things that we like, but certainly some areas where we could improve. And for both teams, look, you got a game at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, Bismarck's going up to West Fargo High. Minot's going to be coming in here to Cheyenne. So you just have to have a short memory and say, okay, you know, the things that I need to work on, here's what I need to do a better job with tomorrow, and just put it out of your mind and come out ready to play, because the job certainly for Cheyenne doesn't get any easier tomorrow facing the Minot High Magicians. But it's December 6th. This isn't, you know, March 6th. It's not the EDC tournament right around the corner. There's a long way to go. This is certainly a marathon, not a sprint. And so, you know, for Coach Wingenbach, and for that matter, for Coach Shetler, you're going to go back and say, okay, here's the things that we need to improve on. Here's what we want to tweak. Here's what we need to do. You're still trying to figure out rotations and things like that. I think, you know, for Cheyenne, they played hard the entire time, but Bismarck just kind of wore them down in the second half, and a really good job. That pressure defense, there's just no substitute for that. It's just so hard to prepare for. And, you know, you come out tomorrow and you give it your best effort. That's all you can do.
Yep. So, you know, like you said, just kind of trying to figure stuff out. It is the first game. It's not. I think both teams played really well tonight. Obviously not a blowout necessarily. I know they
it was a close game the whole way.
Yeah, they do have some stuff to probably work on for tomorrow. If they get I don't know how their practice schedule works, obviously, but if
And
they get an early morning practice tomorrow and
probably
try and work
a
on
shoot
some
around
stuff.
at most, but I would guess this early in the season, you just want to come out tomorrow and give it your best shot. And I don't know that there would even be time for a practice, but you know that it's the way things are. And in high school sports, like I said, you have the short memory and give it everything you have the next day.
So we'd like to remind you that tomorrow the girls basketball team plays here, obviously, against Minot High at 2, I believe. And then West Fargo United, there is a girls hockey game tomorrow at the West Fargo Sports Arena at 2:30. They also play Minot High. So if you can make it out to either one of those, come support your Mustangs. And that about does it. Wolf, got anything else to add?
Yeah, I think, it seems like we were just here, and I guess we probably were for the volleyball season. And that quickly it changes, and now it's basketball. And, for Mustang Media, we plan on bringing you as many broadcasts as we can throughout the year. Tomorrow doesn't work out, but I think the next home game is a doubleheader in a couple, I think 2 weeks from tonight. So, as always, like and subscribe. Make sure that you know what our schedule is, and you'll be notified when we go live. And if you're not able to make it here to the gym and catch the Mustangs in person, we'd love it if you can join us on Mustang Media.
So that about does it for this broadcast. So for everyone up here in the booth, I'm Tristan Maroc.
I'm Dan Wolf.
Good night, folks.
It was once said, good is the enemy of great. If all that you strive for is good enough, how will you ever achieve greatness? The efforts led to this. Every rep, every drill, all the work unseen will be worth it. Because right now, the eyes are on us.
Blow the check up, detonation, kill them one by one, final destination, top my destination, I got guardian angels all around it, that's deflector say, I'm a mother champion, this right here the anthem, I can't dap you without handstand, I don't know your dirty ass hands, I wake up to like 100 texts, championship team, but we can't cut the net, she all off in my jersey, looking underdressed, I'm finna buy this bitch a Honda CRX.